Now, Last of Us second season was over. It's done. We can rest now. I know that there are going to be more seasons coming out, but you know, I'm not sure about it. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the next season is going to come out. They're still going to do it. I'm not sure that this show is not going to be cancelled. As with the previous game, history repeated itself. Everybody loved the first episode. It was awesome, one of the best written stories of the Sony lineup. But the second Last of Us, yeah, let's just say lots of people were not happy about that. And we just saw the exact same thing with the series. And, back in the day when game journalists started to ramble about, misogynistic, hateful gamers who are just harassing everyone and such, and, just painted them as idiots who don't know what a good content is. I mean, now everybody can see that, yeah, they had legit things to say. These people were not just simple haters. They did not like the show and they voiced their concerns. What happens literally with the TV series right now. And of course, viewer numbers are dropped insanely during the season. Now, this is the great difference between a video game and a TV series. Because in a video game, if you already made your purchase, you cannot really come back. Of course, in Steam and such, you can refund your game, but even then, after 2 hours of gameplay or so. Now, just imagine that you play with Last of Us, you see the Joel death scene, and then realize that you are going to follow Abby for the next 10 hours. Yeah, you can just rage quit and delete the game, but you already made your purchase and you cannot refund. So Naughty Dog can just show off everyone that, yay, we made 20 million sales or 10 million sales of the game. We are the highest selling Sony video game ever. Yeah, just, after 10 hours of gameplay, half of your player base hated it and deleted it. But of course, that's not going to show up on any single report on anywhere because that doesn't matter. You already made your purchase, so you already made the company rich. So the backlash of the insanely bad narrative choices of Last of Us 2, of the video game, it was not immediately penalizing the creators. It was a slow poison which is going to kill them slowly. And it's happening right now. We can see the signs with the new Naughty Dog game which is about to come out, this Heretic Prophet. Yeah, I really don't believe that game is going to go well, but, we'll see. The Last of Us video game was a huge success because a lot of people bought the game initially and then realized that, the narrative choices ruined the game for them and they can just, have blind rage on the internet and nothing else. They can literally do nothing about it. Now, with the series, they can. They can just switch it off and not watch it anymore. For a series, you need to have continuous support. You need to watch every single episode, every single week to say that, yes, this TV show has millions upon millions of viewers. However, most of the viewers slowly but surely tuned out. And it's not just because the narrative choices of the second episode of the game, because that is bad already, but the TV series was even worse than the original video game. A lot of things which the game did bad, the show did even worse. So, yeah, after that, it's not a surprise that people start to tune out and they are just going to leave the show. And while you couldn't penalize the video game as a viewer like that, you can penalize the show. And people just do that. And, the season finale actually had an insane drop in viewer numbers. Aren't you interested in what this next season is going to be about? And the overwhelming answer for that question is no. We are not interested. Well, since I know the story of the game, I do know that what the next season is going to be. But people who only saw the series, they can just imagine that, yeah, the verse is just coming right now. So, these people are tuning out. And I'm not sure that Last of Us Season 3 is going to bring these people back. For the matter of fact, I suspect that they won't come back at all. However, there's another interesting question. I do believe that they are not going to cancel Season 3. Because, it's already in the making and they still can hope that they can convince people to come back to watch the show. Who knows? So I'm pretty sure that they are going to try it. But they actually plan to do a Season 4. Nobody knows why. The Last of Us Episode 2 does not have enough story to have another season after season 3. So yeah, either they are actually start to lengthen the series significantly more, so they are just dragging the story out and therefore making it really, really boring and even worse than it's supposed to be. Or they are going to introduce new plot lines, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea. You know, mainly because the series writers really seems to be significantly worse than the game writers. And, you know, why should we believe that they are going to give us a good story, a good experience, if they already failed to do so when they had to work with an already written material? So yeah, I'm really not sure that this 4th season, which they talk about, is actually going to happen. So my prediction is that season 3 is going to happen, and it's going to be an overall failure. Of course, they can manipulate and twist the numbers that say that, oh, it wasn't a big failure, it was just a small failure, or, you know, something like that. But overall, it's not going to be too good. But after that, season 4, I don't really believe that they are going to do that. It's still possible. It might be enough momentum in the show that they just can do that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it's going to happen. But alright, we are going to see. Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't know what is going on, this is a live stream. I am walking in a forest and, you know, just talk whatever is on my mind. So this cut together YouTube video, what you can see, is not scripted. I'm not looking at the internet. I mean, I guess right now I read something on the internet, but you can see the point. I did not practice it. I did not, you know, came up anything. So if I stutter, if I not delivering it really good, I'm sorry for that. But I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you do so, well, please subscribe because it would help me out. Otherwise, if you don't, well, just leave a hate comment and have a nice day.